Hello and welcome to the Fooling Around podcast. Please stay tuned for the most important information of your life. Hello and welcome to the Foolin Around podcast. This is episode number 1, and today we're going to be talking about cooking. So today I'm cooking, cooking breakfast. And this breakfast I'm cooking, it's really good because there's chicken in it, there's broccoli, there's mushrooms, there's onions, there's a bunch of good spices. It's sort of like a stir fry, but like a bowl of stir fry, and there's no broth in it. It's just like physical matter and shit. But yeah, it's really good. It's really healthy. There's a lot of greenery in it, a lot of protein, and there's fats in it too. So yeah, there's protein and there's fats. That's like 2/3 of your goddamn macros or whatever. The only thing missing is like some sort of carbs, and you'd be all set. Cause like there's a shit ton of broccoli in it. So there's like probably 3 ounces of broccoli, maybe. I don't know, maybe more. I'm not good at judging that type of thing, but yeah, there's a good bit of broccoli in here. And so I'm gonna get a shit ton of nutrients from that. Oh yeah, and there's the onion, and chicken has nutrients in it too by itself. So yeah, I'm using olive oil, and that's where I'm getting most of my fats from. So yeah, this dish here probably has like a couple good 100 calories in it, maybe like 600. I don't know, maybe a bit more because there's quite a bit of olive oil in there. So what I usually do is I get like a pound of frozen chicken, right? Chicken breast, and I stick it in the microwave, and I defrost it for like 12 minutes. And then while I'm doing that, I whip out my cutting board. Then I chop up some broccoli, some onions, and some mushrooms into a little bowl. And then by then, the chicken is about done. So then once all my greens and shit are in the bowl, I take the chicken and I chop that up on the cutting board. Then I put it in the pan with some olive oil, and then I set that up to fry for like 10 minutes until the chicken is like no longer pink at all. And then I throw in the veggies and I mix those for like another 10 minutes. And then after that, something crazy happens. So like since by then almost everything is mostly cooked, right? So after that, I throw in like 2 eggs because eggs don't take long to cook, and I like more protein, I like more calories. Eggs kind of taste good. Oh yeah, and fucking eggs, they have like omega B12 nutrients in them or some shit, or B12, and that's supposed to be like really good for you. So that's another reason why I throw in eggs. Yeah. So yeah, it is almost time to throw in the eggs on my dish right now. Right now I'm sort of just like talking, waiting, stirring, seeing how she goes, making sure she's cooking right, all that. And I really hope that this thing is recording at ample volume. Yeah, you guys can probably like hear my fucking my frying going on, because like it's pretty loud, and the phone was right next to the pan for a minute. All right, let's go. All right, I just work the pan a bit. I'm gonna put a picture on screen of what it looks like right now, because it looks pretty good, I gotta admit. Alright, how the fuck do I use this camera? Alright, here we go. So this picture here, there's no spices or anything yet. I've just been frying the chicken and the veggies for a bit, but in a couple minutes or so I'm gonna throw in veggies. Or not veggies, I'm gonna throw in spices and the eggs, and I'm gonna fry those for about like 3 minutes or something. I'm gonna put in my bowl, I'm gonna drown them in some fucking, what's it called? Some fucking coconut aminos and some ketchup, and I'm gonna eat it up, and it's gonna be an amazing breakfast. It's gonna fill me up with 1,000,000 nutrients, dog. It's gonna be fucking great. Yeah, so that's how my breakfast goes. It usually takes like 30 minutes to cook, which is kind of annoying, but it's a good breakfast and it's worth the wait. And also, I'm not sure if I'd call it expensive or inexpensive. It's sort of in the middle, because like you can buy like chicken breasts in bulk, and then they're not too expensive, and broccoli can last you a while. Same with same with the bag of onions and olive oil. And plus, it's like literally 1/3 of your fucking calories, like right off the bat, and greens and all that. So you know, it's a really good meal. It might be worth the investment if you guys are looking for a replacement for breakfast. Oh, she is starting to stick. My chicken is starting to brown because I was letting it stick, or you know, letting it cook on the pan for too long, and it's starting to stick to the bottom. That's not good. It shouldn't stick. Something funny is, when I fry this, it actually sticks to a non-stick pan more than a goddamn stick pan. I don't know why, but the non-stick pan must really goddamn love my breakfast. And I don't know, man. But yeah, there's that. And then for lunch, sometimes I don't even eat lunch. Sometimes for lunch, I'll just have like a goddamn banana or apple or orange or something, or I'll just eat like a handful of oats. Yeah, it kind of depends on what's available and like what I'm feeling like, because you know sometimes I don't want to spend 30 minutes making a lunch. I mean, like sometimes I will grill a goddamn, what's it called, man? A goddamn grilled cheese sandwich on my grill, and then I mean, and then that's kind of good, right? But the thing is, that's a lot of gluten, and gluten's not really good for anybody. And I think I might have like a bit of a gluten intolerance. I'm not sure, so I'm kind of conservative with my use of gluten-related products. Yeah, health concerns and all that, yada yada. Stick in the ass, kick in the ass, bite in the ass all at once. No one likes to have a goddamn food intolerance. Especially if you gotta find out what that goddamn food intolerance is, because like, okay, imagine this. Imagine one day you just eat something and then you just get like nauseous and you have like fucking diarrhea and shit, and then that happens like every time you eat, right? If that happens, you have to do this stupid diet called the AIP, and it cuts out like 4/5 of every food. And the only things you can eat are just meat by itself, like salt, garlic, some veggies, and sweet potatoes, and that's it. And that's all you can goddamn eat. And then you have to eat that for 2 months, and then slowly reintroduce each type of food, and that's like what, 13 types of food probably, and it just takes for goddamn ever. And then like during the whole process, everything just tastes like shit. Well, not really, but it could taste better anyways. I mean, it forces you to eat way healthier, but the thing is, it's also so goddamn hard to get carbs on that diet. Like, the only real carb-rich thing you can eat on the AIP is a sweet potato, and that thing is not really dense in carbs or calories at all. It's like you would have to eat like 2 pounds of sweet potato to get any meaningful amount of carbs or calories. It's horrible. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm throwing in the eggs now, and this part of the dish it requires a lot of stirring and flipping and dipping and playing around, because otherwise the egg is going to stick to the pan, and you don't want that to happen, man. Yeah, should have used a bit more olive oil, but oh well. I'll just pay more attention to flipping my dish, I guess. Okay, pull out my spices. Today I'm gonna use sea salt, garlic, and Cajun. There we go, those are the spices on screen, and that is what my meal looks like so far. The egg's not fully cooked, but it will be soon. And right now, I just finished turning it for like the 8th time or something. So I'm gonna put in some Cajun, a good amount of Cajun, like a teaspoon maybe, and like a like 2 teaspoons of garlic, I guess. I'm gonna throw that on top, and then a teaspoon of salt. Did you know that a teaspoon of salt has all the sodium you need for the day? That's pretty crazy. And then some people, they have like a goddamn ounce of salt or something every day. It's crazy. Yeah, so the spices are in. got a good amount of spices. This bitch is gonna be tasty later. Not only is it gonna be tasty, but it's gonna be goddamn healthy. So yeah, checklist of all the ingredients. We got virgin olive oil, we have chicken, chicken breast I should say. We have broccoli, we have mushrooms, and we have eggs. If I didn't say that already, because you know I'm kind of retarded and slow. But and onions. But yeah, got that, and then we got the spices I was just talking about. That's about it, and that's all this puppy requires. So there's not too many ingredients, and it comes out really tasty, real good, real healthy. You know, like I'm just saying, like anyone in the health industry would fucking love this dish, because like, you know, it's all homemade ingredients. There's nothing processed except, I don't know, maybe the shit I can't change at all, because like, you know, it's virgin olive oil. That's like the safest, best type of olive oil. Chicken breast. It's a good type of chicken breast. Yep. Mushrooms, all that good shit. It's like white cat mushrooms I'm using in white onion. Honestly, red onion tastes so much better than white onion, I think. I have no idea why goddamn white onion is like the gold standard when red onion tastes so much better. Because like red onion, it has a little bit of bzah and do to it or something. I don't know. I'm just saying, man. Like rock stars eat red onion. Hippies eat white onion. So like, what's the deal with that? Well, why is white onion the gold standard? And yeah, our shit is about done. I'm gonna shake up and take a quick pic so you guys can see what it looks like when it's done. Now it is on screen. I'm gonna take this bitch out of the pan. I'm gonna pour it in my special little steel bowl. Oh yeah, I should have used way more oil. This shit ain't looking too pretty, unfortunately. There we go. There is that. Here is this. There is this. And etc., etc. It is almost all in the bowl. And surprisingly today I did not make that much spillage. So, it's like a handful of stuff left. I forgot to turn off the burner. It's a good thing I lifted the pan. Now I see that the burner is still on. Silly me, that's usually the first thing I turn off, but today it wasn't. First thing I did was take the shit out of my pan. And my pan is looking like a goddamn war zone right now because I did not use enough olive oil. However though, sometimes a little burn and crisp will add something to this dish. So, and it smells pretty good. Right now I'm gonna go get my coconut aminos and some ketchup. I'm gonna fill that bitch up. Let's see. Yeah, the one thing I always have is breakfast, and it's always this, and I don't mind because this is a really good dish. Sometimes I have goddamn overnight oats, but you know, that stuff is just like fucking concentrate gluten, and plus it's kind of gross. There's not a lot of nutrients in it. Yeah. So my coconut aminos have landed. Coconut aminos is basically just like a coconut substitute for soy sauce, by the way. Yeah, like most of the time, I don't even have like lunch or dinner. Okay, it's weird. Okay, so I will always have a secondary meal in the day. It could be either lunch or dinner, but I will almost never have 3 meals in the same day, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Almost never. I always have like 2 meals only, and I've survived so far. I've had a shoulder injury over the past couple months, and so I've not been able to work out. So I don't give like too big of shit about gaining weight or whatever. Honestly though, like I fucking love gaining weight and getting like a bit of gut, cause like yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Cause like no one wants to be like a little fucking skinny muscle tiger, right? Like the coolest thing is being a big bear, right? And that's why I think gaining weight is the best thing that bodybuilders can do, because then you actually look like a goddamn man, right? Not a little fucking prepubescent fucking hairless teenager or something. whose like only purpose is trying to impress girls or something, right? But like the bear bod, man, that shit is fucking cool. And I'm talking like like a 200-pound, 5'10" man with big arms who can beat anyone in arm wrestling. Anyone locally at least. Like that's the ideal build. All right, well, we have the ketchup, we have the coconut aminos. I'm gonna stir that bitch up. Thing is, when I do have dinner, it's either just 3 pork chops and some spices, or fucking 2 pork chops and some potatoes. And sometimes I'll get really crazy and I'll have some noodles. So you know, sometimes I eat carbs, sometimes I don't. You know, I should probably like sort out a proper goddamn diet with like, you know, all the good stuff in it, ample carbs. Fun fact, did you guys know that each gram of protein has 4 calories in it, each gram of carbs has 4 calories in it, and each gram of fats has 9 calories? So yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, and then the ideal amount of calories to be derived from each food group it is supposed to be like 30% protein, 30% fats, and then 40% carbs, I think it is. So yeah, write that shit down, do the math maybe, download a macro tracking app, and then yeah, just make sure you're again ample carbs, ample fats, and ample protein in your diet, and then you should be good. Also, natural unprocessed ingredients can be really tasty. Fun fact, did you know that? No, you didn't. Oh. So yeah, that's that. Also, sometimes for breakfast I have a little bit of coffee just to get me going because, you know, I have chronic sleepiness. I'm so goddamn sleepy all the time. It's horrible. Like 24/7 when I'm home, I'm sleepy and I just want to go to bed. But I can't because I made myself a promise to never go to bed at an irregular time again. But I break that rule constantly, so that was kind of meaningless. So yeah, shit's looking good. Kind of drowned it in ketchup though, as you can see. All around though, it's a pretty good dish. I'm gonna eat it up now, and I already know I'm not gonna be disappointed. Oh yeah, also fun fact, ketchup is gluten free. I just realized that. I don't know, cause I feel like every single goddamn processed thing in the world has gluten in it, but I looked up and apparently goddamn ketchup has no gluten in it, so common ketchup W, ketchup gang, let's go. I'm gonna spill the coffee into my cup. Make sure it's nice and ready. Yeah. Easy go, girl. Yeah, you get in that cup. Let's go. Yeah, you guys hear that? That's the sound of coffee. That's what coffee sounds like. She's got a beautiful voice, don't she? Oh yeah. Stinky today, aren't you? Stinky girl. Stinky girl coffee, yeah. Coffee's been a stinky girl. There we go. The hens have left the pen. Stove is cleaned off. Tissue is in the garbage. Coffee is hanging out, waiting to cool down a bit. Fuck. Almost made a mess. Milk is out of the fridge. Milk is being drained into my cup in my work cup. Bam, bam, bam. Now the coffee is going to cool down a bit faster and it's going to be distilled by milk. I'm just going to add in some more nutrients, you know, some calcium, some good stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Und we gehen. Wait, what? There we go. Can't fucking translate that. I don't know how to say goddamn there in German, like there we go. Because, like, there's door, right? And that's a location. Like, 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 like dort means, like, look over there, or look over dort, or whatever. Would it be da? Da drüben. Da wird gehen. That's probably, like, super incorrect, but, can't be a king every day of the week. Right? The excess tablespoon of coffee has been spilled out, and now these bitches are gonna sit and hang out. And that's it for Fooling Around episode 1, talking about cooking, guys. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and see ya.